Okay, so here's the deal. I'm working on this thing. It's a DOD electronic crossover, which is basically just a device that tailors audio coming into it to go out to the amplifier for highs, mids, and low boost. This particular one's for a church. And something's wrong with the sides. It's been worked on before, as you can tell, because there's a couple of ICs that are in sockets, and the rest of them aren't. So they've been replaced. They were replaced with the wrong ones. It kind of worked, but I found the right ones. They're 4558s, and somebody put 5532s in there. They sort of worked, but they didn't do what they really were supposed to do. There they are. And when I took this thing apart, because I want to check this side, it doesn't work at all. I think this thing's been hit by lightning one time or another. All these little caps up there are good. All the little caps all over are good. The thing only gets used a couple hours a week. So when I took this thing apart, through careful observation and looking down at my bench, there was a piece lying on the bench. A little metal springy thing, which is right. Come on, focus. Right there, that little metal springy thing that's sitting on top of that plastic stud there was lying on the bench. And I started looking around. I said, well, that looks like it might be part of a potentiometer. And sure enough, there's the rest of the pot. One of those cheapo things that it just kind of clamps together with little fingers here on the side that bend right here. Those little fingers just sort of bend over the back of this right here and hold the whole mess together. And that little piece right there was laying right here. If I don't know if you can see it, I'll try to get a high-res picture, but the thing, what holds it together, if you look very closely, right here are two little, what's supposed to be little plastic tabs that are melted over to hold that in. Well, the little tabs are not there at all. Right now, I've got it kind of glued down with some super glue to see if I can hold it in place. Now I got to come up with something to something to keep it down there, because I can't find another one of these pots exactly like this. There's a bunch of them in here. They're all 100 mega ohm or 100 kilo ohm pots. So I got to figure out what to do about that. I'm going to have to ponder this for a minute. Okay, so here's what I'm going to try. Going back to my Radio Shack days of putting plastic cars back together again, I'm going to take a little tiny piece of metal here, which I've bent into a U shape, or well, hopefully, and I'm going to see if I can melt it through those two holes. I've scored up the edge of this a little bit. I probably can't see that very well, but I've scored up the edge of those little points down there, and so that it'll hopefully grab in. We'll see. I'll be back. Well, okay, I got it in there. Let's see if I can get this thing to focus. If you can see it, not really. I got that little strip of metal, little piece, going across here through the two holes and cut it off on the bottom of here. You can see a little bit of it sticking out there, but that's not going to touch anything. And melted down through the plastic and shaved off a little bit on the top of the file, because if I don't, it will hit that center tab right there, and short out when it comes around. We'll give it a try. We'll see what happens. Okay, well, it's all put back together. It does have a little bit of a dent feel in the middle when it goes around. But let's see. See what happens here. If I can figure out how to. Oh, I'll just use the. I'll use the vise on the phone. I'm doing this with my cell phone. Okay. Of course, there's going to be a. All right. Well, we'll hook it up. Well, first of all, we still got main contact across it. Do we not? Yeah, 87K. It's a cheap pot. What do you expect? Okay, and here we go. Center and one side, and turn the pot. Holy smoke, it's going down. Smoothly. There's the bump. Didn't seem to make a lot of difference. That's nice. Getting down towards the end. 190 ohms. 200 ohms. So that's about as far as it goes. It's about as far as all of them went. So I'd say it's fixed. Well, that was luck. We'll put it in circuit and see what happens. Okay, so I got it sort of temporarily put back together here. Here it is. It's a DOD. What is it? 835 Series 2. And plugged into the generator, the sweep generator. And this pot right here was the one that was bad, the low output level. That's the one we fixed. It does have the dent, but I've got it hooked up to the scope, and I'm feeding it about 200 cycles right now. And if we look at the scope, let me turn my pot up that we fixed. There's the dent. It didn't bother it at all, and it's bringing up the gain of the 200 cycles output. And that was this side over here. It wasn't working before. Well, it wasn't working because if I look at the schematic here, the low, whichever one this is, I don't know, it's one of these, but anyway, the pot is right there, or there, one of those three, but it's directly in line with the amplifier. So one of these pots being open, center contact, is going to give the full 100K in line with it, and never allow you to increase it, because you've got, well, you got a 10K there, and a 10K there, and 10K there. These are not actually amplifying. These are cutoffs, filters. This one's amplifying. This is the first one, but these are just filters. So whack, nothing out here to the amplifier, to the output stage. So that's why this side wasn't working at all. Interesting. Well, that was a kind of a unique little fix. So I guess I can give it back to the church now. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Something a little different. If you liked it, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you want to see more of these.